Welcome to Easy Driver, the most reliable source of automotive information on YouTube. Please like, share, comment and subscribe. Welcome to this video on joint facility setup for solid-state batteries. In this video, we'll explore why solid-state batteries are considered the next big step in energy storage, and why moving from lab success to pilot production is so challenging. We'll break down how shared labs and pilot lines help teams scale faster, reduce risk, and learn together. Let's get started. If solid-state batteries are the next battery, why aren't they already rolling off lines like today's lithium-ion cells? Because moving from a good lab coin cell to a stable pilot run is where most projects stall. Materials behave differently at larger sizes. Tiny contaminants cause big failures. The process window can feel narrow. A joint solid-state battery facility is a shared lab plus pilot line run by 2 or more partners. Instead of each team buying the same expensive tools and learning the same painful lessons, they build one place to do it together. The core goal is simple. Go from lab cells to reliable pilot production faster, with lower risk and shared cost, while keeping quality and safety under control. What a joint solid-state battery facility includes, and why it matters. A shared facility only works if it's built around the real problems of solid-state scale-up. Yield swings, moisture damage, interface defects, and, it worked once, results that can't be repeated. The best joint sites are designed like a small factory with a lab brain. This means they can run controlled experiments and also hold a steady process. At a planning level, you can think of the facility as 4 connected zones. Material receiving and quarantine so bad lots don't poison the line. Controlled environment production space so moisture and dust don't wreck yield. Process tools for making layers and assembling cells so partners can compare like for like. Metrology and testing so everyone trusts the same measurements. The why it matters part comes down to feedback speed. If a batch fails, you want to know whether the cause was powder quality, humidity exposure, thickness drift, poor lamination, or a test method mismatch. A joint facility can shorten that loop, but only if the layout, rules, and data systems are built for shared use. Solid-state programs also burn cash on equipment that sits idle. Sintering furnaces, high-pressure presses, advanced coaters, and dry room infrastructure aren't cheap. Sharing them can make the difference between a pilot line that runs weekly and one that runs daily. Clean rooms, dry rooms, and contamination control for solid electrolytes. Many solid electrolytes react with moisture, and even small humidity exposure can change surface chemistry. Particles are another quiet killer. A speck of debris can create a local short, a weak interface, or a crack that grows during cycling. Joint facilities usually separate spaces into clean and dirty work, with a dry room for the most sensitive steps. In plain terms, the target is very low humidity and stable conditions, day and night. Consistency matters as much as how dry it is. Because multiple partners use the same rooms, the site needs clear operating rules that protect yield. Gowning and entry follow one standard, one training, and no exceptions. Material flow uses defined routes for incoming powders, scrap, and finished parts. Tool cleaning follows set schedules, approved wipes and solvents, and sign-offs before changeovers. When these rules are weak, teams start blaming chemistry for what is really handling noise. Shared process tools, from powder handling to stacking and lamination. Solid-state battery processes vary, but most pilot lines share a core set of steps. The shared tool set should support repeatable builds, not just one-off demos. Common building blocks include powder mixing and milling, controlled powder transfer, tape casting or pressing, calendaring, heat treatment, including sintering if the chemistry uses it, Electrode coating when needed. Stacking. Lamination. Final cell assembly in the dry room. Each step can change density, contact quality, and defect rate. Tool choice affects scale up more than people expect. A lab press that makes one perfect pellet doesn't teach you how to make thousands of square meters of uniform sheet. A pilot-ready tool should hold thickness, pressure, and temperature steady and log what happened. A joint facility reduces duplicated capital spending by sharing the big-ticket items. It also reduces process drift. If partners run on the same laminator, the same press, and the same drying conditions, comparisons are fair. That's hard to achieve when each group builds its own mini-line with slightly different hardware. Metrology and test labs that keep partners aligned on quality. When solid-state teams disagree, it's often about measurements, not ideas. One lab's dense layer is another lab's still porous layer. A joint test lab creates one source of truth. You've just seen how joint solid-state battery facilities are designed, why shared tools and controlled environments matter, and how collaboration can speed up pilot production. In the next video, we'll dive deeper into partnerships, governance, data sharing, and the practical roadmap to launch a joint pilot line. Stay tuned for part 2. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe for more automotive information like this. Thank you for watching.